Hi, and welcome back to the NEN1KPIX training videos. In this screencast, we're going to talk about how to rate items and then report on said rating using the built-in reporting. Starting just at our basic search page, let's go ahead and scroll down. And as we can see, we have a whole bunch of stars. Now, there are two types of stars. One where you can see the cumulative votes of everyone voting in the system, and these stars here, which would be your vote. You can vote more than one time, although it's not recommended, but for most people, once is enough. Now for this, I'm going to go ahead and just pick a date range. A sync date, I'll do November 1st through November 7th. And I'm just going to go ahead and do Mountain States. Click on Apply. That should return my result set. Now that we have our result set, let's go ahead and scroll down. You can see I've chosen Mountain States for that date range. And, well, with nothing better to do, let's just go ahead and start rating. Keep in mind that the author here has no experience whatsoever in how a machine should be merchandised appropriately, whether toy, bulk, beanie, or what have you. So I'm just going to put in these ratings. Notice you'll have a slight please wait. This please wait tells me it's going back to the database to record this vote, at least in temporary cache and memory. That's a bunch of geek speak for please wait. Now I can go ahead and keep clicking. And I'm basically going to create a nice little sample that we can then report on later. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up. Mock make, which contains freeform enter text, and the mock type. First thing I need to do, of course, now that I've actually captured my information, is hit the apply button. And here we go. And we have our result sets for the date range, of course, that I've chosen. This whole thing, of course, can be copied and pasted into Excel, or it can just be used for historical purposes. Wherever you see a green, you can sort the entire report simply by clicking on it. Some fields are not sortable, however, such as average vote, min vote, max vote, which are calculated fields, which makes it extremely difficult. We also have a min collection date and a max collection date. I've also have the collection counts and the number of votes that were cast, and the number of distinct users. This means the same user, which is me during our training period, I cast 7 votes for this person. One thing related to this is a random sampling. Now, random sampling works just like your regular search. Come up to Ops Post. Let's go ahead and choose Ops Post Random Sample. Now that we're at our Ops Post Random Sample, a little explanation is in order. This is much like our regular grid on the surface. However, only random samples are being returned. This means that based on our search criteria, it's going to find a random sampling, which is not exactly done by sync date and time. Although it is still sorted by sync date and time, it's every 1 in 50, for example. In order to use this, it is highly recommended that you choose your office. In this case, I'll choose Mountain States, and a date range. So instead of just everything between 1 and 7, I'm going to choose a random sample between 1 and 7. Again, you can also choose to ignore things. By default, we ignore quick stops, as shown here. And let's go ahead and click Apply. Now, with our result set back, we now have a random sampling. Notice I have one from 11.3, 11.7, 11.1, 11.3 again, and 11.5. Notice this isn't any particular order. It's all kind of jumbled up. But now we have a sampling on this page that we can then go through and rate. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up just for expediency. Now that I've finished my ranking, let's go back and visit our route rating report again. Choose my user, and my action date time will be through this again, and I'm going to hit apply. Also keep in mind, these reports are not set in stone. We can add columns or search filters or anything. Just send an email request to itsupport@nen-inc.com. And now we can grab all the votes that we see. Now notice not everything quite has a route or route driver. In some cases, as things pass through the system, the route is in mid-shift or is being taken over, and there is nothing to actually specify. And there we are. And that is simple route rating in a nutshell.